Australia's waterfront dispute looks set to escalate. Late today, the Maritime Union of Australia turned down an offer from the stevedoring company Patrick to go to arbitration. Patrick has indicated it now plans to force the issue, arguing the dispute is affecting Australia's economy. David Mark reports.
This footage was taken by a worried Broome resident near James Price Point. It shows a man with a camera filming people, cars and their licence plates. And residents say it's been happening for several weeks.
As we were driving, we almost went through...
OK, we've also got the wrong story there. We'll go back to our story now on the dispute on the waterfront, and David Mark is reporting.
Stalemate. No one's talking, no one's working. Although some did try.
We've turned up for work and we're still off pay. I mean, mystified as to why things aren't going forward.
Around 100 Patrick workers turned up for a shift in Sydney this morning. But under the terms of their week-long protected industrial action, they couldn't work a full day. And Patrick stood its ground.
We've asked each of our employees as they've come to work today whether they're prepared to work without bans or limitations. None of the employees were. Within accordance with fair work, no work, no pay.
What Patricks have done have shut down this port as a result of stopping those workers going to work, albeit in a limited way. We still would have been productive in some way, shape or form.
At the moment, this argument is mostly a war of words. It's a far cry from the balaclavas, dogs and bitterness of the 1998 waterfront dispute.
MUA, escalate!
Neither side says it wants to see those scenes repeated, but this dispute is set to escalate. From tomorrow, the industrial action will extend from Sydney and Brisbane to Fremantle.
We've got 25,000 containers tied up at the moment in Port Botany and Brisbane. When you add in Fremantle, you add for a week, it'll be really hundreds of thousands of containers could well be affected.
The union is seeking a 6% pay rise, as well as better staffing levels and conditions.
We want it brought to the attention of management that if we had the extra men where we need them, some of these deaths and injuries would be prevented.
Patrick says it's committed to safety, and it's standing by its offer of a 5% wage increase, a fifth of which will be linked to productivity. And the company wants Fair Work Australia to arbitrate on the new enterprise bargaining agreement. But late today, the union turned down its offer.
We say no, we're not entertaining that. We will go to the bargaining table and we will negotiate within the frames and the laws of Fair Work Australia.
The ball's back in Patrick's court, and it's indicated it will force the issue.
The company will be preparing an application to Fair Work Australia on economic grounds on the impact that this dispute is having on importers and exporters, and seeking their intervention to actually cease the bargaining period and enter into compulsory conciliation and arbitration.
Patrick says the earliest that could happen would be Friday, but more likely next Monday or Tuesday. For the next week at least, there'll be no movement on Australia's normally bustling waterfront. David Mark, Lateline.